like a rivalry game. And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to spectacular Boca Raton, Florida, Flagler Credit Union Stadium, home to the Florida Atlantic Owls. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Florida International Panthers, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Florida Atlantic Owls. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. On the run from inside his own 5. So the FIU Panthers offense will have the football first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Paul.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Panthers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
And the Panthers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Wilson to pass. Under fire. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So Florida Atlantic's offense will have its first possession of the game. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. That they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Buying some time. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They think there's room to run to the right here. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal. They'll run play action. Fires into the end zone. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Owls! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive. 4 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Running back searching for a hole. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, tried to put a little move on him, and it didn't help much.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. FIU pushing tempo. He leaves it with his back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. FIU will line up to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll move the tight end. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Florida Atlantic.
Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the run. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. They'll go to the toss. Got the first down, looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, they go with a toss play, and you see the patience this running back has. I love when he has the ball in his hands. He's just able to sort of feel out where defenders are. He's able to see the hole open up. Once he sees it, puts his foot in the ground and gets upfield. Nice carry.
They'll send the back in motion. To the air on first down. Right down the middle. Makes a connection. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Unloads quickly. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
With the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Wilson will throw. Floating away. He's in open space downfield. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The Panthers want to pick up the tempo. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. catch in the middle. It's Gilmore. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually. They're already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your guy. This protection has to be better so he can make more plays.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the grab. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. FIU will line up to punt. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Making side adjustments here. Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll try to get outside. He's loose. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. And now on 2nd down for this offense. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida Atlantic has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. 2nd down coming up. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Pratt. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Throws to the tight end. It's caught. And a sweet catch and a nice gain gets it down to the 30-yard line. This Florida Atlantic offense is moving quickly. Pulls and throws off the RPO.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. There he goes. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Owls kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Terrell. Touchdown, Owls! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
And listen, if I have a playmaker at running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now on the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
The Florida International offense is back on the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
They've pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5. FIU pushing tempo.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Had to get rid of it quickly. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And I like the job by this defense. Seeing the play action, reading it, reacting to run, and then you got to convert to a pass rush. They do a really good job of it. Get to the quarterback and hit him as he's throwing the football.
Quarterback moving. Wide open spaces. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Panthers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Beck's going for the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Auburn has the lead right now, but I'd hold off on that celebration over at Toomer's Corner for the moment. This one is not over. They're up by 7 over Tennessee. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The pitch to the left. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Turning it on. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. From the gun, the running back has it. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Wilson to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. FIU will line up to punt. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Rides the back and leaves it. Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. FIU pushing tempo. Wilson will throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got his man quickly. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. FIU will line up to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A high kick trying to pin them deep. And the ball will be blown dead at the 35, and that's where they'll... to play. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wide receiver comes in motion. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wants to throw on first down. Going for it all. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. The finisher, the exclamation exclamation point on that drive.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
FIU has it on a tee, about ready to go here in the third quarter. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Going right to work up top. Caught over the middle. It's Murray. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Hey, what about that move to pick up a couple of extra yards? He's down at the 38. Now on second down. From the gun, running back on the move. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing. Linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
Off play action on first down. Skips away from pressure. Got a man, it's Murray. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Wants to fire on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Preston. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a...
Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls fall incomplete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
The give to the back. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped, a gain of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
The Florida International offense is back on the field. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Complete to start this drive. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. The Panthers just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. From the gun, the ground game. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And the Panthers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Off the play fake. Going deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
The Panthers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wilson to pass. Pocket breaking down. He'll try to do it himself. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And sometimes these QBs, man, you just want them to hang in the pocket maybe just a little bit longer. It's third down. I got a little bit I got to get, and I think he pulls the football down, tries to make a play with his feet, but the defense does their job and forces the fourth down.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finding open areas. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Well, they go with the bootleg, and it works that time. You saw the defensive end came crashing down the line of scrimmage. He was sold on the fact that the running back was going to have the ball. So nice job with the ball fake by the Q. And then he's able to use that speed to get outside. Nice positive play.
And the Owls in a good spot here with second and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. With the catch, it's Preston. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. He is having a day. Already visited the end zone 3 times, and he might get back there again soon, David.
I mean, just crazy. He's getting open. They haven't had an answer for him. You think at some point you go, all right, he's not going to beat me anymore, but the defense continues to give up yards, and he is like, yes, please.
Looking to throw on first down. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Behind the chains now on second and long. He'll pull it down. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Really nice job on the scramble that time. He saw an opening. He went out and got the first down with his legs. He's killing this defense right now. Throwing it. He's now doing it running as well. Anything this guy wants to do is working.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Power football with the run. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Owls.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wilson will throw. And the pass rush. And guys, Florida Atlantic is on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Quickly complete. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. The defense putting points on the board. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Hey, great job by the defense. The ball's thrown, the ball's completed, swarming to the football, knock it out, and then guess what? Be there to scoop it up, run it back to the end zone. Huge play by this defense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time. And you saw all of it on that end route.
Dropping back, it's Evans. Quickly out to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Looking deep down the right side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Trying to get the corner. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Rides the back on the option, the give. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Evans. Pressure coming. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. FIU will line up to punt. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Starting to feel a little pressure. Finds space on the right. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see some of these jet sweeps, and they were ready that time. Great job communicating before the snap. Everybody had their eyes in the right place, and they're able to tackle the receiver for a loss.
Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Murray. Running to Green. Lots of running room. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time they knock him down behind the line.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Second and goal, and the defense was not fooled. It looked like they knew exactly when that guy came in motion across the formation. They said he's getting the football. They played uphill, get the tackle for a loss, and force a third down and goal situation.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap. It's Murray. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, it looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
FIU gets it back in the... will send the offense back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an act...
Turning on the Jets. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Panthers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Dropping back, it's Evans. Oh, they're after him. With the catch, it's Carter. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
The Panthers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. FIU will line up to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
On the snap, it's Murray. Got room to work. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
The pass is incomplete. Thought they might catch the defense napping, but it'll be third down. The Owls come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Throwing right. Complete downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. Looking to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. And give him another 6. Grabs him for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
Florida International, 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Florida International offense is back on the field. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today. But build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says.
Quarterback running on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
They kick it away on 4th down. Takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown. And this is exactly the start that they'd envisioned. Get out of the gate, go 3-0, start to make your mark on this season.
They just got to keep riding the momentum. This team has looked so good so early this year. Nothing seems to faze them at all. David, very, very confident bunch moving forward.
Thanks.